What's up? This is another episode of Johari. My name is Mbuvi. This is all about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what? Our God is wonderful. Our God is great. He always does marvelous things. All good and perfect gifts come from above. And that's what we see in everyday life. We talk about what is trending. But God supersedes any trend that has ever been there. He's a God who is, who was, and who was to come. And Mosca, hii wiki tutabonga juu ya Ifikie Wazazi.
Yeah, hii ni moto.
Wazazi ama Wazazi?
Wazazi.
Wazazi pole. Leo nilikuwa najaribu katoa
ni sheng bwana, bado hujafika hapo bwana.
Hiyo si sheng, hiyo ni weng. Kuna difference ya sheng na weng. Wazazi,
Ukambeng.
Mwana achana. Don't listen to this guy. And we will also talk about jamaa. Acha ndio tukako kwa notes yani. Nimefloat umse ya South Africa. Malema alisema nini? What about mama? Si mama awards.
Si mama awards. Ni mama Mandela, wife wa
Winnie Mandela.
Yes.
Ule sorry, go there.
What show me a sign.
Mama, show me a sign. And we'll also discuss that's about a legendary person who's done great things for Africa and world at large, fighting apartheid alongside the husband. We'll also talk about Stanley Njindo. Do you know Stanley Njindo? That's an idea. Matiba.
Matiba.
Stanley Kenneth Njindo Matiba. A hero of Kenya patriot, died at 85. You're the bonus. Bible inasema 70 to 80, 85 alipata bonus. We'll also celebrate him and look at things kidogo. Talk to a few people. Talk to a great artist who's on the back, yani happening. We'll also have our panel here discussing all those issues. Enjoy some great, wonderful music. What's new, by the way? What music is new this time around?
Yeah, muziki ni new hapa na Sheki Rebecca Soki. Actually, wase walisema ni fresh kwa game, but nimekuwa nikisikiza ngoma zake. She's a very talented
Soki, huyu wa EMB. Hii timu ya Bahati.
Ngoma mpya.
Inaitwaje?
Baraka zangu.
Yes.
Alafu hii mzuka ya Garden Angel na ujamaa wa TZ.
Wakati wa Mungu, Paul Clement.
Hiyo ngoma ni kali.
Manze wa Kenya inakaa muziki itabidi tuinue standard kidogo.
Actually kuna tumerealize sai gospel music tumerudi sasa kwa the real content. Sai muziki ni content inakaa mpaka unafeel. Yaani like ngoma zimekuwa ile enzi yenyewe. Acha niseme hivyo.
Utaitwa ile enzi yetu. Kwani siko kwa hii enzi sasa hizi. Me I am here.
Kidogo ni sawa lakini tuko tu.
You know the Bible talks about violent by force, my friend.
Jemima Diong.
Okay. Any other?
Tuko na nyingine ya Karwirwa and Alice Kimanzi.
Yes.
It's a very nice song.
Interesting beat. Hiyo beat ni gani? We will play it. Utatuandikia tuambie nikabiti gani.
Alafu there is another movement kitu inaendelea. God and to great juu pia wa huu aliokoka.
So my everything. Very nice song. Very nice song.
Very nice song. Hatuwezi mention wote. Owen pia kwa ngoma.
Mungu yupo.
Alafu pia sisi tumelenga kama pia wako na ngoma kali.
Yes.
Utasikia.
Yes. These are people shining with their gifts. What are you doing with your gift? How are you moving away telling people your testimony where you God amekutoa kule kubaya, kuchafu kubaya, yani kuna kasi juu yaje. Ngakuklean up akakumake evident. Show that, you know, the fruit that God gives you, it's for you to show others so that the whole world can see and glorify God above. Show it, huh? This is Johari, where you move you from dust to a pearl. Johari is a pearl. Yeah! Tupe mziki Mosca! Tupe mziki!
Nisijione mkamilifu kwa nguvu zangu, nitaweza peke yangu. Nisiamini hekima yangu, juhudi zangu, nikutazamie Mungu.
Ya ngoma mzeia.
Najua hiyo ngoma inamaanisha aje kwako baba.
Ama unajaribu kuniambia ni time. Okay, ni time. It's Johari. Yeah? Johari, the good, the bad and the ugly. It's about whatever is trending in the country and what good we can see walking in Christ amidst and in the midst of every trial and affliction. But before you do that, that's a great song by Laura Karui. Hiyo jina ni ngumu. Karui, wewe ni Meru, biseme. Sio ni jina ya Kimeru?
Tulikuwa tuanzie na story ya Meru ama nini?
Mimi ndio kusema my brother. I am wearing yellow first and foremost.
Mimi ni Mogamba msambua na mtu. Lakini ngoma yenyewe inaitwa Ujulikane
by Karura na
and Alice Kimanzi.
By the Alice Kimanzi.
Ngoma poa sana.
watu wanaimba poa, ujulikane. Let God be known. Well, this is Johari, and I have a wonderful panel beginning with DJ Mosca here, and I'll let the rest introduce the beautiful, wonderful, fantamongonious ladies niko nao hapa hivi wajieleze. No, unajua kitu iko deadly, create a new word for it, ndio ikayani
Fanta what?
Good. First and foremost,
English or Kikambo or
Kikambondi English.
okay.
Kikambondi.
These are my panelists by the way for today. So sema jina yako.
I'm Caronice and
Yes.
I'm a gospel artist. Yes, I sing to worship God.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Me to Tesla Banze, I'm a journalist.
Way. Me to movie. I worship God through singing. You want to niseme tu kitu ndiye kali kuliko yako. Well, the week that was, what are you reading about what is trending and to God mali na happen. Unacheki the good, the bad and the ugly, but in our order is we get things from the ugly to the bad and then we see the good. Because where God is, there's always something written. God trends before any other trend.
Sure.
Na sasa kuna kitu kwa trend inaitwa Ifikie Wazazi. Hiyo story nilikupatia wapi ukiona Karo?
I think I'm so busy mothering. I have a small baby.
Kwa hivyo ni mzazi.
Mimi ni mzazi.
Ikufikie wewe. Yes.
Nilikuwa nimekaa na kazi yangu akaniambia by the way umeona this thing that is trending.
The hashtag.
Yes, the hashtag Ifikie Wazazi. So I was like I started searching it and I was like, hey,
Uliona nini?
this is just too much.
What did you see? What did you see?
Okay, I scrolled first. I was like, okay, should I continue? Should I stop?
Uko like nimefikiwa sasa. After kufikiwa niendelee.
Ama niache ama what's next? But the truth is, we have to face it. This is how the generation is, so it's good to face it head on. Kama kuko hivyo. So we have to impact
Kukoaje? Kuna mtu anaona hiyo story by the way. Unasema kama kuko hivyo.
by the
Zanga binti moja talking about nini inaendelea?
Kama sikuambiwa about it by the way.
Ungeona exactly.
Kuna kabambe pia.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a lot of photos of naked kids doing ugly stuff. You know, I'm thinking in my mind, ni mtoi wa campus ama seko. They're so pretty. Maybe it's they are so worth it. But whatever they are doing is in the wrong time and the wrong place. And then why do you do that and publicize it? As in, I just didn't like the look.
You didn't like what you saw. Tess, nilikupatia wapi history? Unaona kaza journalist.
Mimi ni journalist.
Journalist kiwa wapi na history?
Nakujana in the spirit.
Ama ulifurahia jadi kwa Ifikie journalist na nikiwa Ifikie Wazazi ukajua history ya Caronice.
Aki niliona Facebook. First of all, I just saw niliona watu wakiweka hiyo hashtag. So mimi nilisema hizi ma hashtags zinakuanga tu zitakufanya ukasirike, so mimi sitaenda. I saw. So I really suspected it's not something good because I could see sikuwa na photos niona tu hashtag. And of course most of my friends kwa Facebook ni Christians. So kama Wakristo walikuwa wamenini, nikasema let me check it out. Oh gosh. I almost closed my eyes.
You almost closed. You didn't.
What? Almost. Hivyo almost ndio macho zake zonga kubwa na ni mrembo. But sasa ziko hivi, then half mast, then almost lakini bado wako hivi. Hata niendelee.
What? I saw niliona photos. I was like, oh my goodness, it was just so bad. And I'm glad I saw it because now it made me realize that I have something to do as a journalist. I have something to do even as a servant of God. I have something to do. Because sasa ningechorea venye nilikuwa nasema, you know, you can't solve a problem that you don't know exists. Yeah, so it was crazy. I think it should be a criminal offense to do something like that. Like you
nini nilikushtua hiyo story?
Sasa mimi kitu ilinishtua about
ulishtuka first. But we are assuming ulishtuka. Na unasema hizi vitu ni kawaida tu. What are we getting shocked about?
Kwanza nakumbuka mimi ndo nilikuchanuia hashtag inaendelea.
Wacha karibu story wewe kwenda huko.
Niko hapa
hapa na kabambe.
Nika mzazi kwangu ni mzazi.
Mzazi ni ulituba.
So make sure imekufikia. Basi sasa kama nilifikia mimi.
Yes.
Unajua sasa wase pale home pia wanaona wewe ni culprit. So unaweza kwa hizo picha. But kusema tu kweli vile niliona tu hivi actually okay I've been checking them si unaona zinakuanga tu online but sasa walienda sana
Yeah,
na
it's
get
too much.
like imekuwa too much mpaka watu wakafilizi hatuwezi nyamaza juu unajua siku hizi kila msee unamwambia anakwambia it's my life and all that so vile niliona mimi the first thing nilikumbuka ulianza ukasema mimi Meru and all that nikakumbuka at least nimetest ka life ka ushago kidogo nime grow up kwa familia ya madem peke yake alafu na boy mmoja alafu one brother so nika imagine vile sisters zangu wacha za kupigwa picha watu half naked hiyo kuchelewa tu come home unaona the first time nilikuwa naona wakichapwa na madhe rudi place ulitoka mali umetoka uleto na huyo mtu unaget like nilikuwa anarudi anakamna mzee akini mimi nilikuwa na Magi I have a sister so nikajiuliza hii kitu ndio ifike hapa hivi watu what about the parenting unaget wazazi tunasema iwafikie uko sure watakuwa shocked unajua mimi yenyewe madhe hata angeangalia unaget juu kuna vitu zingine tulipitia ambako ulikuwa na siwezi do hii kitu unaona so as much as I was shocked na hashtag ilikufikia wazazi I was like wazazi wanafikiwa are you sure kuna kitu watadu about it so mimi niliangalia yes I was shocked niliona disrespect niliona hata wa respect their own body which is the temple of God
hallelujah shetekeria ndabasa
nikafeel pia wazazi wenye sasa wameturaise ama wameraise hii generation I think they have something to do about it.
Kama mzazi, wewe kuna wako sisi tuko potential. Wewe si potential, wewe ni kinetic. Wako watu wanakam. First niko na swali mbili kwako. Nini what do you think happened with these kids as were being brought up? Na imekufanya uka reflect wapi? You know uko na watu already. Did it shock you ili kushtua ile generationaries watu in? Did it make you think what dynamic am I going to change?
I think it might even be worse because sasa wangu ni wadogo so these are bigger so I'm thinking the more we get we draw wherever we are drawing to it will be even worse so for me I think most of the parents I'm sorry to say might have been absent you know nowadays people are caught up in looking for money you forget that you kuna watu wiko hao you need to bring them up The Bible says, bring up your children in the ways of God, and they will never depart from it. So the truth is, when you look at it realistically, even those who are brought in the ways of God and all, at times wanafikanga mahali wanapotea kidogo.
Welcome back. This is Johari, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And today we've just had an artist. Caroline has done a good job. We have the panelists, and we're discussing awesome topics. But this is my favorite part. Let me show you, my friends. This is called Coffee with Movie. Don't you wish you were here? Speaking of being here, today I'm with one of the most distinguished personas in the country. He ranked among the 100 most influential people in Africa. He is the CEO of Kenya Film Classification Board, and in every matter that deals with morals and ethics is always on the front line. This is none other than Dr. Ezekiel Mutua. Karibu sana kwa Coffee with Movie.
Thank you, boo.
Lakini tumestorm kwako leo tukakunywa chai yako.
Karibuni. Huko ni kwako, hii ni ofisi ya serikali. Naona mmekuja mkajipangia wenyewe.
Tukajipangia.
How do you like our office?
Sana. Kali sana na hata sasa tumeweka touch yetu hapa.
Si ndio naona mmekuja mkadismantle everything, but it looks better. I think we should be doing it this way.
Kwa tu hivi. So nikikam tutakuwa tunaweka ka portion kako hivi.
Hata sikujua hii maoni mzuri mpaka ninaona na flag vile imeoka. Beautiful.
So young people can cause a change even in any place. They are allowed.
You go and disrupt. You know, young people, they are like technology. Technology is a disruptor, you know, and good leadership is about disruption. So I encourage young people with energy, with, you know, stamina, become a disruptor. Wow. Disrupt the status quo.
Speaking of disruption. Hey, kizungu ni ngumu. Disruption. I think I'll go back for English lessons.
Disruption.
Speaking of disruption, there's a good disruption that has happened, or at least you've been given the time to come into the city center in town and take photos. You know, if you're artistically enabled, uchukue picha, show the art of Nairobi, show the creativity of young people. But unfortunately, there's something that was trending called Ifikie Wazazi, and that's because some of that good gesture was taken on a wrong side, and we saw some crazy, weird pictures.
I don't think it was a gesture. I think it was a gesture. I think society is evolving.
Yes.
And Ifikie Wazazi epitomizes the culture of debauchery and defiance.
Yes.
And the indecency that we have in our country. And Ifikie Wazazi is not by the kids. Ifikie Wazazi is nude photos that were being taken by kids for, you know, their own misadventures, but by someone who pretends to be an adult, wanting to bring the parents into the picture to shame the kids. A lot of people don't understand. Ifikie Wazazi was not by the kids themselves, but ideally taking nude photos in decent exposure is against the law. It is against our culture. It's a culture of debauchery and defiance. It is defying the norms and the dominant values of our society, which is about decency, is about what is right and what is wrong. And I think what has happened is this is what kids are seeing on TV. Yes. We parade socialites and on TV. They see this, it looks cool. Nudity in almost every program. There are programs like just purely sell prostitution, and they're allowed in mainstream TV. Every music has nudity, worse than Ifikie Wazazi photos.
True, actually.
If you watch TV around between 4 and 6,
yes.
And they know what they're doing. They bring that kind of music when kids at home alone, before parents come from work. If you watch TV between 4 and 5, 6, they're bringing nude music, even some of it promoting drugs, promoting obscenity. But I would say, ideally, I think it's an expression of a deeper problem. The moral breakdown, the breakdown of our moral fabric. It is an expression of a deep-seated problem. There's a problem. Our moral values have gone to the dogs. We've thrown them to the four winds. We say fear of God doesn't matter. We defy God. We defy parental authority. We defy government. We defy instituted authority. And people want freedoms without responsibility. The media shows this as it is cool. I saw it during elections. You know, we did this elections with Rwanda. Rwanda finished and moved on. Yes. Here, we remained in defiance culture of mukiapisha tunaapisha, and you make it look cool.
Yeah.
Where people exchange these, nasty words and it looks cool to our kids.
Yeah.
These are things they're watching. They're watching their daughters. They're watching their parents. They're watching the politicians. They go to church, and it looks fashionable to come in your miniskirt and sit at the front. You know, nothing left to imagination. And the pastor is there struggling to concentrate on the Holy Ghost, but there is a Holy Ghost, something else here. You know, and, when I was growing up, man, when trouser was torn, we used to patch up. Now you are tearing yours.
I hope, don't show that part. I am
Look, no. You see, now as when we were growing up, trousers look, and when it is torn,
yes.
Una patch kiraka, unaweka kiraka,
Yes.
Kind decent.
Yes.
Sasa mnararua, wasichana kwanza wanararua mpaka huku. Inararuka unapata all right? But their parents are doing that. They're wearing that, even going to church. It looks fashionable. TVs are showing that every day. It's a fashion. Their parents, to see a cleavage of a woman when I was growing up, it was anathema. Even when you sit, you look the other side. Now they're showing it everywhere. They go showing it in the streets.
even in church.
So what was wrong with Ifikie Wazazi? Because you look at it sometimes and you say, but we have made it look like that is what is right.
So we are castigating the person.
We made it look right. Those kids are copying.
The license, you've given them the license.
Yes, and let me tell you, kids hear from seeing and see from hearing. So you tell them one thing and you do different, and you are confusing them because they follow the doing. Yes. You preach water and you drink wine, and they are seeing. Yeah. You can dupe them. Yeah. And then another thing, our kids are more enlightened. They are ahead of us. They know more. They are technology savvy. They are connected. They are global citizens. because of technology and because of the media. They are reading, they are ahead of the parents. The parent only uses the phone to call, to send text, and to use M-Pesa. Kids can use so many features there, and they are connected. So sometimes they connect with bad people on the phone, on the internet. They connect with bullies, they connect with thugs, they connect with socialites. And then, talking about nudity, we have made it look fashionable when you parade a socialite on TV. And they are not necessarily PhD holders or hardworking or running businesses. They show their nudity and their bodies, and they're using the obscene lifestyle. They are saying, oh, I am making money, I live well.
And I have the likes.
Oh, and when you go to their social media, they look like the role models. They have thousands of followers. So, if it looks okay for a TV to show nudity during watershed period when kids are watching, why are we surprised that kids want to take photos? Of course, there's the other side of it where some adults are taking advantage. I'm told there's some online sites that are buying these photos and putting them there. And the perverts who just want to watch nudity, want to watch pornography, they go and watch those girls. Now, the flip side of it is that these unsuspecting young people, teens who are exposing their nudity, they are growing up. At one point, they will finish school. At one point, they'll be looking for jobs. And when they're looking for jobs, they'll come to a CEO like me, who is also on social media, who will check. Every time people are applying for jobs here, I check for their social media. Yeah, a parent calls me and tells me, oh, I help my daughter, I help my son, and I ask for their full names. Then even when I interact with them, I ask them, are you on social media? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? I go there, and there are people I've told their parents, no, they don't fit in our values. Okay? They are posting nude photos or their language is bad. They are not people. We are not here to babysit. We want people who stand for the right thing because we are setting the standard, so they can't fit here. Now what will happen? The internet does not forget. So these kids, the past will come to catch up with them. They need to know what they are doing is wrong. There is no pride in selling your nudity. There is no pride in selling your nude photos. There's no pride in posting your nude photos. You should aspire to be decent. That's why I say, principally what we do here at KFCB ties to this kind of narrative and story, because we regulate film and broadcast content to promote our culture, our national aspirations, and morality. But the other limb of our mandate, which is more important, is to protect children from exposure to bad content. Now, that aspect of promoting our culture, we say, well, culture could even be relative. Morality could be relative. National aspirations, everybody is inspired in a different way. But we are a country with morals. We are a country that is founded in the fear of God. It's even in our constitution. Our preamble says, we the people of Kenya, acknowledging the supremacy of God Almighty, of all creation, in the preamble. And I am a scholar myself. Preamble is the philosophical foundation of any document. If you're writing a scholarly document or a legal document, the preamble gives the philosophy of the entire document. Any other article, any other paragraph, any other chapter must speak to the preamble. The preamble says, this is who we are. We are a nation founded in the fear, in the acknowledgement of God as the supreme being. So when I see some people saying that we are not a religious state, I say, who say? So in the constitution, we took so much time, we spent so much resources, and we ended up putting God there because those are the dominant values. There could be some few deviants, there could be some few atheists, there could be some few, some criminals, but generally Kenyans are religious people. Kenyans are God-fearing. Generally, Kenyans are conservative. They don't like indecency. You don't sit with your daughter and they are naked and you feel proud. Generally, a normal parent will not feel, they will not endorse it. They will not endorse Ifikie, Wazazi, those kind of photos. I saw a parent at Central Police when we arrested the kids who were taking photos in Michuki Park. We got the police and they were arrested. And the parents who came to pick them at the Central Police, one of them was so embarrassed. Said, I can't believe this. This girl has let us down. I can't believe I'm dealing with this. How we got here. So the normal parent wants their kids to grow up fearing God, well behaved, and like I said, while some of these things could be relative and depend on one person to another, what is moral, obscene, or could be different from what you see as from me. But we have the dominant values. There is a sense of right and wrong, and nations rise or fall on the basis of their moral values. And when you talk about those values, it's the dominant values. How do you determine the dominant values? You determine the dominant values through laws that you enact to govern the behavior of human beings. If I fall, I am one guy who will dust myself so fast. Sometimes I celebrate my failures. I laugh at them and go for coffee. When I fail, when I fail.
Thomas Edison.
When I fail, let me tell you first. You come to Thomas and when I fail, I learn. Because life is about failing, falling, and rising.
Yes.
I like that song by Don McClurkin. He says, "We fall, but we rise up.
Fall down, we get up.
We fall down, but get up." And get one more time. You do it. One more. Just keep rising. As long as you have the power to rise one more time, you are okay. The saint is the sinner who refused to stay down when they fell. That's the saint. Otherwise, all of us as human beings will make genuine mistakes. So this is what I do. My simple principle in life: when I fail, I go for coffee, treat myself so nice.
Yes.
Say, damn, what happened? What happened? You goofed.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but life is not about staying there.
Yes.
Give yourself coffee. You are the best. You celebrate your brand. You celebrate your mistake. They're part of your narrative and your story. And then move to the next level. So it does not mean that you're looking for angels. They are not there. Yeah, no angel will come from heaven to guide this country and to rule this country.
None.
We will have to find our bearing.
Yeah.
And my fear, like now when I see Ifikie Wazazi, kids having the boldness to take nude photos and distribute them and daring the authority, it's a catch of debauchery, it's a catch of defiance. Now the next wave, and we must never get there, God forbid, because the next wave will be what is happening in the United States of America. Mass suicide.
Yes.
Where it looks cool to kill yourself. And there are even programs that say, life's like a chain of dogs, why live, kill yourself. There are even people who encourage kids. You saw the Blue Whale Challenge, where you become a hero if you commit suicide. Now it will become, in certain instances, and it's happening in some countries, so popular that because you can't handle pressure, we have meant our kids become a microwave generation. That's no patience. They are instant gratification, instant coffee. They want it now and here.
Instant coffee.
Yeah, they have no patience because you told them you can put 50 shillings and you win 200 million.
There you go.
Okay?
Yes.
You told them they are quick fixes to life. So the way we used to fall, I can do what I was telling you because I failed when I was a kid. I used to make mistakes and just pray, God, let not my mother know because she'll kill me. And survive that one, or she comes and doesn't kill me, or I'm punished but I survive. I fail but I survive. I go without food but I survive and see another day. That's how you build the character of a human being, through hardship and struggles. But this instant gratification kids, the microwave generation that we are bringing up, will have no patience. We have taught them the culture of violence. We are socializing them to violence. They know if I differ with you, instead of calling elders, we pick the gun, shoot, I'll kill you. So they are used, they say that. When I was growing up, you could not say that I'll kill you. Because killing is criminal. So you don't say that. Now it looks even cool to say that. So that's why I'm saying we'll get so bad before we get better. But we are trying to create a national conversation. We are trying to talk about these issues. We are trying to say you can't sweep them under the carpet. We must talk about them. So, Ifikie Wazazi epitomizes the real problems that we have. It's the breakdown of the moral fabric of our nation. We have a problem. You see, in Tanzania, they banned obscene music for platinum, Diamond. We welcomed him here in red carpet, okay? And we were singing his praises in the places flocked, packed like this. And in Tanzania, he was arrested. Okay? Yeah. The countries that will survive this wave will have to take bold moves. Arrest these perverts in the name of creatives. There is no creativity if that creativity is pushing the society to backward or into criminology. into disorder. That's not creativity. Creativity is supposed to build society, reflect, become a mirror, but offer solutions. It's like education. So I'm surprised that we can host Diamond here and celebrate him.
He's been thrown away from his country.
From his own country. I think we need to have a Magufuli.
Yes,
we need some Magufuli
yes, we do.
here, and we need to adopt the spirit of President Paul Kagame, and we need a benevolent dictator who will not be looking for a second term or for popularity or for tribal support, who will say, God has put me here to correct the systems, and God is not short of options. He always has a remnant. God will sort this issue out. I cannot give up on this country.
Yeah, you can't afford.
But while we look at the politics of the land to do what they ought to do, we must also realize the failure is not them. The failure is with us as parents, as the media, as religious leaders, as adults. And we must begin to have a conversation at personal level, at family level, in the corporate table, and begin to ask ourselves the hard question: where did the rains start beating us?
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you very much for your time, and thanks for the very good information. There's always an ample supply of information. I feel like I could interview you for days and upon days.
You mean it's over?
But before we are over, it is over. But before we are over, I can't forget. South Africa was honoring Winnie Mandela just the other day.
Yes.
She was a hero, freedom fighter, and we have our own Matiba that we need to celebrate. So if you can encapsulate something about him that will make people remember, so that this conversation about heroes can start being spoken, just in a sentence or two, then it can open people's minds to try and live for something, stand up for something, or you'll fall for anything.
For me, the death of Matiba begins to define or to open our eyes into the unsung heroes of this country, who paid the price for us to enjoy the freedom that we enjoy, but we don't talk about them. We don't even celebrate them. We have not immortalized them in our systems. Our kids don't know Matiba. Yet Matiba sacrificed his wealth and health, paid the ultimate price for us to get multipartism, for the expanded democratic space, free flow of information, free speech. We couldn't be where we are without people like Kenneth Matiba. And I think we have lost a legend. I think out of this situation and the loss of this legend, we can reflect on the path that Kenya's taken, the path walked, and begin to reflect on our blessings and the people who have contributed to the, and Kenneth Matiba, his name will be engraved in golden colors, in golden letters, when the story of the advent of multipartism and expanded democratic space in this country is written. He's a hero.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm honored to have you in your office, but in my coffee.
But I thought you were saying, give me a sign, Mama.
Give me a sign. That's it. You have it there. A source of information. That has been Coffee with Movie with Dr. Ezekiel Mutua. He is the CEO of Kenya Film Classification Board, people standing for morality and values in this country. When we come back, we will have one artist who's been doing music who was away and he's coming back. Stay tuned. This is movie Johari.
Wow.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Sani sana.
It's Johari time. Johari time. Hiyo ngoma ni kali. Paul Clement na
Guardian
Angel. How does it start like that? Yani mziki ya Wazazi, yani Wazazi is coming. Alafu all of a sudden nikaraga yako.
Karaga brother.
Sasa ni wakati wa Johari. Wakati wa Johari. We've just had Coffee with Movie where we discuss over coffee. No, I can't do without coffee, man. This is movie. Coffee has to be within the good, the bad, and the king coffee is good.
Coffee ama ni ugali.
My brother. So karibu kuisha. You know what will happen? Nakumbuka siku za kitambo home time. Careful. Tafuta na drendi.
Ndafunga na wewe shule.
Now is about that time, yo, that we bring you a nice, wonderful, great, prominent. Give me another hard word. Yo, prominent artists. None other than she's been there. Took a break. Gave birth. came back, released a great song. I think we are like about the first guys who are gonna play that song. She is none other than Carol Nice. Mambo ngoma ka Big God. Ameimba wimbo na Mr. V. Ameimba sijui jamani to Romy. Ameimba hapa left, right, center, middle, up, down. Sasa kujua jani yake kwaje au sio? It's about that time yo. Carol Nice.
Yes.
Karibu. Unafaa kusalimia kisiki mamen. Welcome madam. Welcome.
Unajua nilikuwa nimekuogopea kidogo.
Kwa nini sasa?
Nilikuwa nanika utasema down. Lakini huku to represent vizuri.
Memale down. Now I'm about to sit down and now this is your with Carol Nice so that you can enjoy. And the mama zako mama niliovaona. Kwa welcome to Johari.
Thank you.
Yes, how are you?
No, that's more like it.
Unafuatiliaje watu hivi kwa industry? What's up with you, man?
Mimi niko. Yesu ni mwema.
Hallelujah.
Niko strong. I'm growing.
Yes.
I believe I'm better.
Yes.
They say, what about the wine? The longer it takes.
It's the sweeter it becomes.
Yes.
It ages with time, you know?
So, mungoje tu, it's better, I'm better. I'm Carol Nice upya now. It's not
Tungojea mumekam sasa tumemaliza kungoja.
Niko. Si ati si kuwa. Niko. You see, life, okay, for me music, it's not just singing.
Yes.
It's just life, the way it comes.
Yes.
God's timing, every day, and all inspiration here and there. Yes.
We say God's timing every day, inspiration here and there.
Yes.
God's timing every day, inspiration here and there. Ukifuzi zote kaka chorus, wimba kaka kitu watu wajowe ni ule msee. God's timing here and there, every day. Whatever.
I can harmonize for you.
Mjanja wewe. Lakini mjanja hataki kuharibu flavor kabla ngoma mpya iandilishike, si ndio? But tell us now that how is it? Initially Carol Nice alikuwa nimba kaka single lady, you know. Now you're a nice wife, mother of 2.
Yes.
Boys, girls, boys, boy and girl.
Boys.
What are the boys?
Hey, man. I'm so blessed to have 2 boys.
Yes.
One is 4 years, the other one is 7 months.
Wow.
Yes.
How is that
so
experience?
kiona nimenona kidogo, una understand tu hizi vitu happen.
Ningesema you look flyer lakini naweza chapa, kuna mtu anaweza nichapa. So let me say you look blessed of the Lord.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
So I should keep this look, eh?
You unaka blessed of the Lord. Sorry.
The older the wine, the better.
Yes. Hallelujah. So tell me about your music. Ulianza music lini? Me I know, but for the benefit of tumekuwa na wewe, tulianza those days na wewe.
Hata sitaki kuhesabu.
Yes.
But I can say God is faithful.
Yes. Amen.
Every season he has come through for me.
Yes.
I would say there are time, yani akinipe inspiration, anazindikisha na kila kitu.
Yes.
Ana provide for the song, for the video, for everything.
Yeah.
I can't say ati every time song ilikam ilikosa provision.
Yeah.
God alimekwe.
Amen.
So I believe I'm just in another season.
Yeah.
I believe the songs that I did before, they blessed people that time.
Yeah.
So I believe even right now, I'm anointed and I'm also inspired of God.
Yes.
So kuna watu nitafikia hata sahi. Yeah.
What changes when you're singing as a single person and you're singing as a mother now, as a parent? That's a different stage of your life.
Yeah.
Girl, now woman.
Yeah.
What probably is there a change? Is there a difference in as far as the music is concerned? Yes, it's both anointed, but is there something
Anything
particularly different?
Okay, the truth is right now, if you compare my previous songs and what I am doing right now, true, uta notice by the way, huyu alikuwa young, venye Daisy, I was young, and now I'm old.
Yes.
Anyway, si ati niko old sana.
Let me watch I have been young,
yes,
and now I'm even younger.
Oh, thank you.
How's you?
Yes.
Yes.
So if you compare, you will tell the difference even in my singing and dressing up, everything. By the way, you will tell the difference. And I believe it's always good to accept where you are.
Yeah.
At the point of your life.
Important.
Then I was a tomboy kidogo.
Yes.
Kuna vile, I don't mind being a lady.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And the other difference I can say is, of course, if you do something many times, you learn one thing here and there. Yes. I believe I'm brighter now. I understand more now compared to then.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
New song.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it. What do you call it? A little bit more about it.
Inaitwa Nitulie. So for me, I feel like God has given me a second chance.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, let me not call it a second chance. He's given me many chances.
Yes.
Now this is another chance again. God never gets tired of giving you chances.
Wow.
You might fall down, you might mess up, you might do many things and even feel that you're not worth it.
Yeah.
But to God, He's always ready for you to come back. So I want to encourage someone outside there.
Yeah.
In case you feel like you don't have strength to
Yeah.
wake up or you don't know what to do next,
Yeah.
remember that God's arms are always wide open,
Yeah.
ready for you, ready to receive you. You can do it again,
Yeah.
again. God never gets tired.
Yeah.
He's always ready for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, the song is about that.
Mosca,
Yeah.
tupatie hiyo ngoma. And when we come back, we'll be talking a bit about your history. We have, this is Johari. It's about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'd want to know what ugly has been there in your life, the journey turned to bad, and then God came through and gave a story through it. But right now, what's the name of the song again? Introduce. Actually, look at the camera and introduce your song like as if you're a movie. The host of this show, hostess for that matter.
I'm Caroline.
Yeah.
I've done a new song. The title of the song is Nitulie. Mwingi wa rehema niwe, umejawa rehema wewe, mwingi wa rehema niwe, umejawa rehema wewe,
Mavokale, it happens now other place than Johari. Karuna is named poa yani. Yani ndio sababu nasema Johari. Umetoka mahali kama you know what Johari is? Johari is actually a pearl. P-E-A is a vitu nyingi waresh mnapenda.
I know them.
Yes. Do you know how it's formed?
No.
The oyster swallows a speck of dust. Dust uchafu. And then over time ina change inakuwa pearl. Something of a great treasure.
Something beautiful.
And those are the things I want to ask you a question because we got beautiful song. I know it will touch many lives. Wingi wa rehema,
Amen.
full of mercy and goodness. That's God. He'll reach out for you. What made you realize that God is your treasure and there's so much good? What did you go through? What have you gone through that you can now stand and say, God has been good to me. I can sing this song to impact people because people think you just sing. You just wake up. I have a nice voice. Mwingi wa rehema niwe, and you start dancing like a Mosca. You're gwara. But there's always a story behind every. What's your story? What would you tell somebody? This is what I've gone through, and I've seen the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living.
Yes. Actually, the song Tulie, Mr. V wrote it.
Okay.
I gave him my heart, and he wrote it down.
Yeah, kofia, ama kale kanyumba kadogo, ama roho.
Nilimpa roho yangu.
Kile kimo moyoni.
Yes, kilio moyoni, exactly.
Yes.
I had gone through a pregnancy, the last pregnancy, of my last baby, who's called Baraka.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why I'm saying last.
Multiply and fill the earth.
Anyway, hallelujah. So now, my last born,
your current firstborn, the occupier of the current lastborn.
Mwenye alichuja huyo mwingine sasa yeye.
Sasa ndio kusema sasa.
Concentration yote iko hapo. Yeah, that's him. He's called Baraka. I had a hard pregnancy, a bit hard. I had fibroids, and they say when ukiwa na fibroids, ukikuwa na mtoi, ukiconceive, tumbo yako huwa kubwa. You can look like uko na triplets. Nasa hiyo ni mtoi mmoja. And then it was a hard one. It wasn't an easy pregnancy. It had challenges here and there, a lot of fears. My first baby, it was easier because I didn't know anything. So I just carried the pregnancy until the end. Right now, I know everything, every stage, everything. So there were a lot of fears. I'm thinking, so how is this baby? Anadupoa, akotusawa, all those things running in your mind. And at times, I used to go for scans. Okay, women outside there, I think we will understand these things more.
Women out there, we men will not understand it, but women out there will understand these things.
Yeah, you go to a scan, then they tell you small thing. Like there's a time I went, and then they told me like I have extra water. It's called what? There's a way they call it. The water for the baby in the stomach. It was a bit extra. So telling me that is the worst thing you can ever tell me. course I'll go Google, I'll go check what is that. You know, I'll go research what can be the cause and all. So it was a hard one. It was a hard one. So for me to make it through, and then my baby was a bit big. I gave birth to him with 4 kgs. Normally, utapatata 3, ama 2.9, ama all that. But mine was 4 kgs. And alipitisha siku. So I went another extra week. And
4 week.
No, when you're pregnant. A day
Is it a 1,000 years?
You are asking hii siku itaisha. See akuje. You've eaten everything. They say that will make the baby come out.
Yeah.
Hakuna inawaka.
There's something special you eat to make to encourage the baby to come out.
to cause
bananas ndio mtoto aseme hata nitoka nikapuliza bananas.
For the contractions.
Kuna kitu hapa mwanzo. No mangori.
Na la.
Usijali utashika ukigeta hapa. Yeah, true. So now it was a hard one, you know. So I had to go to the hospital before the contractions have started. So now tena inaitwa induce. So they had to induce, but the induction wasn't bad, and I managed it through the night. And though now the final time it was again hard, because this baby is big and they have to come out.
I will tell to all the mothers out there, ukitaka mtoto atoke haraka, jismelishe pizza.
Oh really?
Kuku but usikule. Ndio mtoto kwa pizza sasa kutoka. Umampata tu githeri. Then atatoka. Wewe alikuwa amerelax, unajua pizza inakaa. Ona order. Pizza delivery, mom fungua mdomo kula.
So ana deliver.
I'm not stocking. Deliver the pizza, I will not be delivered.
My third kid, I think I'll do that.
Listen to Dr. Mbuvi. Unisikiza at your own peril.
Anyway, now finally the baby came, and the truth is, for me it was a hard year, a long, you know, I felt like Ifikie and all, and then last minute pia ilikuwa too hard. But you see, all in all, God came through for me, and He's faithful. He did it. And hata hizo fear zote nilikuwa nazo, I used to take them to him, and he proved that he can do everything. So for me, he gave me a second chance.
Wow.
He gave me another opportunity.
Wow.
So I give glory to him.
Mimi na utatusamea, yani unajua vile ukikam normally we will play another song and another song and maybe the new song.
Yes.
Unaona tukimaliza utamaliza na hiyo because of the word you've spoken.
Amen.
You know, when you speak a word, kwanza most if you sing a word,
yes,
it pumps direct into people's hearts. So unaweza taka uaccompany kile umesema na mtu mwingine maybe another through something else, maybe not that, but all trials are all trials.
True.
Encourage, and because
we
of
are
that faith,
pregnant of many things. It can be a baby.
Hallelujah.
It can be.
Sikuja ukayapo ukekoma mwisho basi kama anyway.
Yeah.
You see the way umesema you are pregnant, anzia tu hapo. We are pregnant of many.
I believe you might be outside there and maybe you're looking for school fees you can't get. You know, you really want to study. You're looking for this money, you can't get it. And there's somebody who's looking for a job. Maybe ulipita kabisa. You're qualified. Even you know you're overqualified.
Yes.
But ukitafuta job haikam.
Yes.
There's, you know, there are many different pregnancies. You feel like, kweli haikuji, una feel you're almost there, you're not getting there. But God is faithful. He is faithful. He will take you through, and He will give you yet another chance.
Wow.
Yes.
Amen. And His time, He makes everything beautiful.
Amen.
Just because Caronice's time was 9 months and plus an extra week doesn't mean it was beautiful for her. Doesn't mean it will be beautiful for you at the same. Everyone has their own duration.
True.
To everything there's a purpose under heaven, and to the time and chance happens to everybody. So hang on in there, keep pushing. Yes, if you want to cry out to God, but keep hanging on there.
Yeah.
When it comes through, you will forget, and you'll even have a song. Look at her.
Amen.
Mungu wangu wa rehema ni wewe. Unanikumbusha Sister Moses walimaliza cross Jordan, Egyptians wamemalizwa. They also had a song. Start singing the song even before Caronize alianza muziki kitambo, so songs zake zilikuwa shaanza, went through something, then another song. Start singing the song of victory now.
Amen.
By faith, and things will happen. Now sio Moscow. Uliava kawadi tuongezea tu escort kile Caronais amesema.
Mi nyewe nimesema kila kitu. Actually I was listening na nimelan sababu everyone is
Kwani uko na wife expected?
Zibela
nauliza tu
kitu nimelan ati pia men can be pregnant but sasa sio pregnancy. Si ashasema ni nini tena umeanza kusema? So
yes.
So nikiambia wasee niko pregnant ni kitu fulani.
Okay.
Lakini bila mtuambia at the end of the day there is that battle of joy.
Battle of joy.
Battle of joy. Yeah. So after every struggle you have ama kitu inakusumbua, ukitrust tu kwa God, unatupoita come out of it.
Hiyo ngoma ni hit song. Sasa utazama nyingine ndio tupate hit song nyingine next year ama utaandika tu Well, Caronais, thanks for coming. Nimefurahi sana.
Thank
and
you
thanks
so
for
much.
your testimony. Thanks for your word.
Amen.
Keep singing, man.
Amen.
This sounds, you've been there for a while, but this sounds like a refresher.
Hallelujah.
So kama unaanza na wimbo kaa hizi ukitoka huko, how much more is there? Keep singing, keep doing it. And further to that, I also want to tukumaliza na hii wimbo ukituanilishia ka dance, uperform, tujibambe au sio?
Sawa sawa.
And as we go, this has been Johari, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And as you can see, we've finished with the great, actually the good, because God is always good.
Hallelujah.
Everything He does is good. You know, His plans over you are good. The blessings over you are good. The music today is good. Caronais amedress vizuri. Dread is a Moscow ndio tu.